The orcs have breached the inner sanctum, Brother Baron.
We must hold. We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
But no more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma? But brother...
We have no alternative. It's the will of Vermina. And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vermina? Then it's decided. Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop you. Brother Thorin, we must remain here and guard this skull with our lives if necessary.
Agreed. To the death.
Yes, sirrah.
Give up! You can't win!
Puny weak.
Don't beg me to kill you before I'm done!
Come on!
Someone there.
You're gonna pay!
Die, you orc filth!
It worked. Mara be praised. You vanished after drinking the torpor and materialized on the other side. I've never seen anything quite like it. How I envy you. I can only imagine the excitement of seeing history through the eyes of another. Sadly, I am resigned to just reading of its wonders through my research of the skull. Indeed. My reverence for Vermina's machinations should not take precedence over our mission. My apologies. The inner sanctum lies ahead. We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar's troubles. Lead on, my friend. Come, we must get to the skull and destroy it. Dawnstar! By her benevolence, you shall not stop us! We fight for the cause! Never should have come here. Victory is yours! I submit! Go!
you're alive.
No thanks to you, Casimir. I no longer use that name. I'm Miranda, priest of Mara. You're a traitor. You left us to die and then ran before the miasma took you. No, I was scared. I wasn't ready to sleep. Enough of your lies. I can't allow you to destroy the skull, priest of Mara. Then you leave me no choice. For Lady Mara!
Hermina!
That's all you got? Oh!
How could you, Arender? I knew Varen and Thoric. They were my friends. Is this punishment for my past? Is it Mara's will to torment me so? Yes, you're right. If they needed to die so that Dawnstar could live, then it was worth the price. It's time. The skull must be destroyed. If you'll stand back, I'll perform the ritual granted to me by Lady Mara. First, an incantation to remove the barrier. Yes, the skull hungers. It yearns for memories and nightmares in its wake. Grant me the power to break through this barrier and to send the skull to the depths of oblivion.
He's deceiving you. When the ritual's complete, the skull will be free, and then Arender will turn on you. Quickly, kill him now. Kill him and claim the skull for your own. Vermina commands you.
Bruce? What is it?
Nick.
something?
Leave things around to trip over.
What are you doing that for? Got some good pieces. The finest weapons and armor. Looking to protect yourself, or deal some damage? Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need. I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun.
Welcome to War
Jorland
Maiden.
Greymane's
Of course.
got that honor. Man's steel is legendary. All I ask is a fair chance.
Good. We've got small weapons. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. All right, then.
What a waste.
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
You're that one from the college. Heard about you.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you. No. Even if you are my ally.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away. Everything. I'd take a look. Do come back.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. What do you need, my friend? Take a look. Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
Bits and baubles for sale, all crafted by the best blacksmith in Skyrim.
I need to get my things.
For he saw in us
Who's that?
the future of Skyrim, the future of Tamriel. And there it is, friend.
The Jarl is, as you can imagine, very busy. Splendid. There's a house available right now. Wonderful. Here's the key to your new home. I'll be glad to help you. There are many ways to improve your home, provided you have the coin. And of course, don't forget to consult your home decorating guide for descriptions of the decorations you can buy. Now, what would you like to purchase? Very well. I'll make the arrangements. The next time you visit your house, your new furnishings will be in place. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. I'll make the arrangements. The next time you visit your house, your new furnishings will be in place. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. I'll make the arrangements. The next time you visit your house, your new furnishings will be in place. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. I'll make the arrangements. The next time you visit your house, your new furnishings will be in place. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. I'll make the arrangements. The next time you visit your house, your new furnishings will be in place. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. I'll make the arrangements. The next time you visit your house, your new furnishings will be in place. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Father
I'm not
says
allowed
I'm
to
too
stand
young
on
to
the
train
front
with the
end.
sword.
So I practice with my fists.
All this standing around is rubbish. We should be taken to fight to the
Divine
storm.
smile. Take a look. You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
Go fiddling with... If we killed the dragon once, we can do it again. With your help, of course. The gods gave you two hands, and you used them both for your weapon. Someone stole your... Roll.
get my things and say goodbye to everyone. I'll meet you at home. Thanks. Thanks so much.
Shiny trinkets for your good lady.
Honored to see you again, my Thane.
Take pity, lady, and spare me a few seconds.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know. Even boys, girls.
I'm okay with the dark, but I've spent more than my share of time in caves already.
When the top level, I can almost hear them. I feel their life energy. Come, I will make the mixture. What is this? It's just a book. I can...
Come, my champion. Now, you have my Agma Infinium. It contains the knowledge of the ages as revealed to Xarxes, my loyal servant. For hundreds of years, it's been shut away from the world. Septimus was a useful tool for unleashing it. Now, it is in your hands. Let us work wonders together.
Quicksilver Mine is the best mine in Dawnstar, and you can tell those Ironbreaker miners I said so.
Your skin's as pale as the snow.
Where'd you come from?
Something?
Those fools are actually fighting!
Oof. They're dead. My pa was a sailor. Took me with him on his last trip. After he got sick, they put us off here and left without us. He died a few days later. I've tried to make do since then, but it's been hard. Why are they hurting each other?
Fools!
Your ancestors wouldn't want this, Silas.
What happened?
Let's get indoors, or in a cave. Anywhere, just out of this.
I beg you, don't go into Silas's museum.
Silas comes from one of the oldest families in Dawnstar. They have a complicated history. Several of his ancestors belonged to the mythic Dawn, the cult that almost destroyed Tamriel. His family's involvement was only found out well after the crisis had died down, but it still ruined their reputation. They were outcasts. And now Silas is back, and this museum to the mythic Dawn is his way of trying to rebuild his family's pride. It's misguided. Not a student of history, I see. It's for the best. They're a group that should be forgotten. The only thing you need to know is that they almost destroyed the world, and they were stopped a long time ago. That museum is a mistake.
And here comes my first visitor. The Museum of the Mythic Dawn is open, friend. Never mind that. Medina is a good woman, but I have my own reasons for opening this museum, and I'm not changing my mind. I have a collection of artifacts from the group that toppled an empire. Their importance to history cannot be forgotten. Why don't you come in? You can browse the displays and we can talk. I have a job you look perfect for. Let's talk inside. Feel free to look around. Come talk to me when you're ready to discuss that job I mentioned. The tapestries hung here and outside were found in hideouts, where members of the Mythic Dawn would meet and plot. The cult's greatest accomplishment was the assassination of the Septim Ah, yes. That scabbard. Notice the insignia? An oblivion. The commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes were written by the Mythic Dawn cult leader, Mankar Cameron. He promised a paradise awaited his followers. Did you have any questions about the museum? It's no secret that my family were once members of the Mythic Dawn. One of my forefathers was even chosen to assassinate Uriel Septim himself. We hid from our past for years, became tradesmen, people of coin and influence. But I realized that the Mythic Dawn's importance, our importance, to history cannot be denied. I'll see everyone in Tamriel remember that for a moment, we held the fate of the world in our hands, for good or ill. They were worshippers of Mehrunes Dagon, the Daedric Lord of Destruction and Change. The Mythic Dawn killed Uriel Septim VII and his heirs, triggering the events that led to the Oblivion Crisis when the Daedra invaded Tamriel. All that remains of the infamous cult, I've gathered in my museum. Ah, an excellent question. Mehrunes Dagon is the Daedric Lord of Change, Destruction, and Ambition. Dagon's Mythic Dawn cult killed the Septim dynasty and opened the Oblivion gates into Tamriel. They called it the Oblivion Crisis. A little history first. After the Oblivion Crisis, a number of groups cropped up dedicated to wiping out the remnants of the Mythic Dawn. One of these groups found Mehrunes' razor, the artifact of Dagon. They split it into 3 fragments and pledged to keep them apart forever. That was almost 150 years ago, and the pieces are still being kept by the descendants of that group, and they're right here, in Skyrim. At least 2 of the owners, Gunzel and Draskua, are dangerous marauders, and the 3rd owner, Jorgen, I only know he lives in Morthal. Here are my notes about them. I'll gladly pay you for getting the pieces any way you can. No questions asked. The razor is Mehrunes Dagon's personal artifact. It has always heralded bloody change and carnage. It's held many names. Dagger of the Final Wounds, Bane of the Righteous, the Kingslayer. The Mythic Dawn worship Dagon as a god. Having his razor would be invaluable to my collection. Look at them. The legendary sharpness of a Daedric weapon. Marvelous. And here's your payment for the shards. We just need the hilt and the pommel now. Good luck finding the fragments.
Damn nightmares have finally stopped. Don't suppose you'd know anything about that. Got to thinking. Maybe I'm the Dragonborn. I just don't know. Yet.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
Iron break. My miners are as dumb as That would be Jarl Skald the Elder. He's over in the White Hall, probably talking about Ulfric like he's the second coming of Talos. I own Ironbreaker Mine. We make twice as much coin as those horkers over in Quicksilver Mine. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I pay a good wage for any iron ore you dig up, if you're looking for work. All right, then.
The mortar and pestle makes potions, if you can't tell from the name. The mortar and... So you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Let me know if you come down with the rattle.
Ironbreaker Mine is 3 times the worth of that Quicksilver Mine, and its fathead owner. My miners are as dumb as rocks are gray. Watch it!
My only aim is to keep the peace.
The nightmares and dawns. Giants are a common problem in the Pale. The Empire always demanded I leave them be, but the Empire isn't here now. Go and slay one of the beasts. Should let them know the Dawnstar is not to be trifled with. I'm counting on you. The Stormcloaks are destined to win this fight. Talos is with us, and when you fight under a Divine's blessing, victory is assured. Dawnstar has a history of being the site of battles that have crippled the fate of the Empire. I hope this remains true. The only reason dragons are attacking is because Talos is angry with us for turning our backs on him. As soon as we drive the Empire out of Skyrim, the dragons will vanish. Mark my words. Good luck with the giant. Don't get stepped on. We are poised for glory, Yod.
I'm here to lend my magic to the people of Dawn, if you could call it that. The Jarl can make all the demands in the world. I'm not setting one foot on that battlefield. I fought in the Great War. I cut enough young lives short. I'm not gonna do it again.
You're right. Why dilute the glory?
Magic is frowned upon in Skyrim. Only the mages at the College of Winterhold teach it freely. If you wish to learn, join them.
If we win, this war's gonna drag on for years. I can
About 30 years ago, the Aldemary Dominion invaded the Empire. It was a surprise attack. Caught everyone off guard. They ended up sacking the Imperial City. I was there, blasting apart young balls and lightning bolts. By Akatosh, all the blood, the smell of flesh burned and pulled apart by magic. I never want to do that to another soul, ever again. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them. Back to another fine day in Dawnstar.
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it. Did you hear something? Where'd you come from?
Bruce, go!
Where'd you come from? This won't end well for you.
Can I help you?
I help my husband Rustleif run the forge.
Don't like those eyes
He's a
you got.
marvel with
There's a
steel.
bad hunger to them. My wife Sarah and I run it together. She's still Smith's even though we found out she is with child. Our son or daughter isn't going to get much Redguard culture here in Skyrim. I know my wife worries how she will pass along her traditions. Hey, if you find a book called Night Falls on Sentinel, could you bring it to me? It's a story from my wife's people. Be good to have. Good on you. All right, then. I'll forge you a weapon tomorrow. Right now, I'm closed.
I help my husband Rustleif run the forge. He's a marvel with
Come
steel.
back if you need steel.
I married Rust. Take a look. We forge every day if you need anything.
I wasn't born in... The Jarl and I have our disagreements. Sorry if you had to overhear one of them. Skald supports Ulfric's rebellion, and he doesn't like having a couple of old legionnaires living in his town. He's a fool. A dragon has attacked Helgen. Dawnstar needs the Empire now more than ever. Drowning your troubles in mead? A lot of folks are doing that these days. You'll want the Wind Peak Inn. As for work, you could try to catch Skald in a good mood, but your best bet would be working in the mines. They're on opposite ends of town. Stay out of trouble now.
My duty is to guard Brina Merelis.
Just a servant of Skald the Elder. Not worthy of
I'm
time
Skald's
or
house
consideration.
and head of his guard at
You've
Dawnstar.
shown those monsters that they will no longer be tolerated in the Pale. Good work. Here, a reward from your Jarl. There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold. You help my people, and I'll make you my Thane. Good luck. Oh, sorry, no houses for sale in Dawnstar right now. But I could sell you land in the hold where you could build your own house. Wonderful. I'll sleep better knowing you're watching the southern marches. Here's the title to your steading.
My brother is sensitive. He has trouble focusing his attention on things. We were taking him to the Temple of Kinnereth in Whiterun, just so the healers could make sure he was in good health. And they say he's fine. Are you heading to Whiterun? Could you take this letter to the priestess, Danica Purespring? It's a note about Yorick's health. Thank you. All right, then.
Let's move faster. The sun is...
What's the Jarl going to do about it?
How are we supposed to feel safe in our own homes?
Please, enough already.
Unless it's about the mill. I don't have time to talk. Too much to do. Trust you saw the house that burned down.
A fight.
Peculiar bit of business, that was. And that's on top of noises from the marsh in the night. tales of monsters. Now this wizard in our midst. What's a man to do if he can't look to his Jarl for help? The world's going mad, and our Jarl does what? She hides inside with her visions. We need a leader, not some mystic.
What a waste.
How can I? She never speaks with us. She's allowed this wizard, Falcon, to live in our midst practicing gods know what. And now there's talk of rebellion and dragons? What help could Idgrad be against them? No. We can only rely on ourselves. You do well to remember that. Don't know what you're talking about, stranger. I've heard of him. My father had suspicions about his connection to the mythic dawn. Guess they were true. I don't need this. My family wasted 8 generations keeping that razor safe from a dead cult. As far as I care, it can stay locked in my house. You want the hilt that bad? Fine. Here's the keys. It's locked in a chest inside my house. See ya.
No lollygagging.
You're different, aren't you? Not like anyone else. You lost? Papa says that I shouldn't keep waiting. Why not? Mom has to come home sometime.
Oh, do come in. I hope I have what you need. If you need any alchemy supplies, I'll do... No. Well, sometimes, but that's not the problem. I just often don't have much to do, so I tend to try things out. They don't usually work, but I try. Next thing I know, I've used up most of my stock. I think I can teach you a thing or two. Good day.
Here for work. Get an axe and bring me all the wood you can chop.
You need to leave.
What is it?
So, life has brought you to... I stand where I have always stood, here in Morthal. Now is not the time to fight amongst ourselves. I fear dark days approach, and all of Skyrim's strength will be needed. That which is unknown can create unease, even fear. It is to be expected. Some fear our new resident wizard. As they grow to know him, they will accept him. Time will prove me right. The divines reveal things to me at times, yes. I do not hide this. It is a gift. Anyone who believes otherwise does not and cannot understand it. Until next time.
You will not disrespect Jarl Idgrod while in this hall. Do we have an understanding? It's no secret that Jarl Idgrod is different. It's also no secret that there are rumors about her and her visions. I won't repeat them, and I won't allow them to be spread under this roof. Now you go about your business.
Please don't mind. I haven't Mother's gift. Not quite. But I've seen things.
The Legion's always looking for strong, capable warriors. If you think you've got what it takes, our headquarters is in Solitude.
Morthal used to be a quiet. I'm the best warrior. You want me to prove it? I bet 100 gold I can take you, bare-handed. Just your own 2 hands. Weapons and magic are out. Now let's see what you got. Come on, let's see what you're made of. Die, damn you! Damn you! You won't get away from me! Son of a... Enough! This ends now! Now that was a punch. You're a real fighter. I like that. You ever need my steel by your side, you just ask.
Staying safe? Oh?
If you're here to purchase, I have many spells available. Do come in. If you stand before me to accuse me of sacrificing children or eating the hearts of the dead, you may save your breath! I have done no such thing, nor do I intend to. I simply wish to live my life in peace. The people of Morthal would much rather weave their own horrid tales about my life than simply ask me for the truth. If they choose to fear me in their ignorance, that's their choice, but it will not change what is true. You deal with powerful forces. Take care they do not overwhelm you. I know many things. I have studied things beyond the reach of most humans. Traveled the Oblivion Plains, seen things one should not see. I have met Daedra and Dwemer, and everything in between, and I know enough to see a vampire where others would see a man. I met several of your kind during my studies of life-extending magics. I even considered becoming a vampire myself. In the end, vampirism would endanger my ward Agni, which would defeat the intended purpose. It is possible I know of a ritual but have never performed it. It requires a filled black soul gem. You will need to kill someone. When you have a gem and have filled it, return to me and I will perform the ritual. I will bring life to your dead body, vampire. My talents are much needed here in order to keep Morthal safe. As anyone will tell you, Morthal can be a dangerous place. My talents are useful here. I help maintain order, even if it goes unnoticed. The marsh is treacherous. You would do well to not wander at night. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this. Which is utterly useless at the moment. You need to fill it with a soul. Morthal is a troubled place. It's my duty to see it rest in peace.
Do you like magic? My mother and father died years ago.
What happened to you, Pavel?
The Forsworn have taken Kolskater Mine. We're the only ones left.
Send word to the Jarl.
Kolskager, overrun
The
with
settlement
Forsworn.
gets attacked.
What next?
No
Did you hear
place in
that?
the reach is safe from the Forsworn.
Why is everyone so
Almost
upset?
everyone is dead.
If there's Forsworn, the Jarl will take care of them, right?
Damn Forsworn. Seems Kolskager Mine got hit by Forsworn. Those madmen get more bold every season. Pavo and Gat are the only survivors. I'll be sending word to the Jarl about this, but I don't know when help will come. I'm sure Pavel would be grateful, and we'd all rest a little easier. But that's nonsense. It can't handle a group of Forsworn by yourself. If their axes don't get you, their magic will. That I do. If you want to grab a pickaxe and dig up some iron, feel free. I'll pay for anything you bring me. Until next time.
Where'd you come from?
Guard might get nervous. A woman approaches with a... weapon drawer.
Waiting. The insufferable waiting.
Where'd you come from?
We are routed! Fall back!
Boost!
You are fools to fight. Now you'll pay!
Right there. Boost! Where'd you come from? Get back here! I knew it!
Who's?
Done and done.
Someone there? This is the end for you.
Who's? Who's?
Boost! Where'd you come from? Done and done. Who's there? That'll teach you.